guys, welcome back. So to start off this Pakistani bridal makeup look, I'm going to take the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions palette and take this light dusty rose shade and put that in my crease as a transition shade. And then to make it a little bit more like brown and not so mauve, I decided to take this light brown warm shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe, and I'm just going to put that in the same exact place that I put that mauve shade. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit more of like a darker dusty rose kind of cooler tone brown, and I'm going to be placing this in my crease as well, but I'm just taking a little bit of a like denser brush so there's more pigment into the crease compared to the previous two shades we put. And then with a pencil brush, I'm going to take that dark plum shade from the Huda Beauty Obsessions palette, and this is going to go into our outer crease a little bit towards the inner crease. And I do recommend building up this color. You don't want to just like go straight in with that color. It's just going to be a lot of pigment and it's going to be very tough to blend it out. So by taking a little bit at a time and building it up will give you a much better diffused look. And then going in with that other darker shade in the palette, I'm going to use another pencil brush, and this is just going to go exactly on top of the previous shade we used, but this is going to be a little bit more heavily focused on the outer crease. And then I'm going to take some concealer and just kind of map out and clean up that inner half of my lid, and go in with this Stila liquid shadow. I believe this is in the shade Grace. And I'm just going to be applying that with a flat synthetic brush wherever I applied that concealer. And even though this liquid eyeshadow looks so beautiful by itself, my main purpose of using it is so it can make whatever lid color that we put on top just be a lot more vibrant and pop a lot more. And then with my finger, I'm just going to take this pale pink champagne eyeshadow. It's very shimmery and reflective, and I'm just going to be placing that right on top of that Stila liquid shadow we used beforehand. And this technique is just going to allow our eyeshadow to pop a lot more and not really like make our eyes droop down. It's going to make your eyes look really big and wide and awake, which is perfect, especially for bridal makeup and for pictures. You don't want such heavy makeup that your eyes look really droopy. You want your eyes to look big and elongated and just so radiant on your wedding day. And now over here, I'm just kind of cleaning everything up. And I forgot to show the eyeshadow, but I'm basically just first using that really pale matte white shade in that Huda Beauty palette. And then I go with that Jaclyn Hill palette and I go with that light champagne color for my brow bone. And then here I'm just using some concealer, and I'm just going to be sharpening up that edge and cleaning everything up to give me a really nice precise angle. Now let's move on to the face. So I'm going to start off using this BECCA Shimmering Skin Perfector liquid in the shade Moonstone. And I'm going to apply this to all of the areas where we highlight. So like the top of my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, upper lip, chin, and blending that out with a beauty blender. For foundation, obviously I had to choose like my most full coverage bundle, and that is the Fenty Beauty mixed in with the Urban Decay All Nighter. It's my favorite like go-to full coverage foundation combo, and yeah, just kind of pop that on all over my face, and you guys can just see it literally looks like you're putting on a mask because it's such a full coverage. And then I just take a brush and just, blend everything out even further to make sure it's seamless. Taking this Fenty Beauty lipstick in the shade Freckle Fiesta, I'm just going to be color correcting underneath my eyes. I totally forgot to color correct beforehand. I would have color corrected like around my mouth just because that area tends to be much more darker than the rest of my face, and also underneath my eyes, but I totally forgot and I just remembered it now. So that's why I just color corrected underneath my eyes. And now I'm just cream contouring with this Makeup Revolution foundation. I love this. It just blends so easily, so effortlessly. It's amazing. And I always like to cream contour before I apply my concealer, just because the concealer can kind of fix any mistakes of over contouring or over bronzing. It just makes everything look much more sculpted in my opinion. So that's why I do cream contouring first, and then I go on with concealer. And for concealer, I'm going to be using the Heavy Duty Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm going to be applying that concealer on the very sides of my nose. As you can see, I'm just trying to make my contour pop a lot more and clean that up a little bit. And I put it underneath my eyes. I'm also going to put it in the center and the bridge of my nose and dot it a little bit in the center of my forehead, upper lip, and also the chin and the sides of my mouth. But I make the two lines because that further kind of makes the contour much more prominent and it cleans everything up a lot more. And I just go on and blend that out with a beauty blender. And then taking a translucent powder, I'm taking the RCMA No Color powder, by the way, and I'm going to be putting that like right under my contour, on the sides of my nose, and underneath my eyes, again to just pop out those contouring lines that I drew all over my face and to make the contour much more prominent and clean everything up. Now, I never ever bake. Like, if you guys watch my channel since day one, you guys probably are so sick and tired of me telling you how dry my skin is, and I do not like baking because it makes my skin look so cakey and dry. But since I was doing like a bridal makeup look, I thought this was necessary because baking does make your face look much more kind of smooth, and it's just gonna highlight like the areas you want to highlight. So yeah, that's why I did that. Anyways, so I was applying mascara and then I forgot that I didn't do my eyeliner. So now I'm doing my wing liner. I'm just using my Kat Von D liquid eyeliner, and I'm going to do a very strong eyeliner. Like, this eyeliner needs to be so thick and strong that it could be seen from any of your wedding photos, okay? And also, because I am going to be using dramatic lashes, so you really want, you know, the eyeliner to stand out. And also a little trick that I do, that I did for this look. I don't do it all the time, but anyways. So I took this eyeliner and I made it go down a little bit more in the tear ducts of my eyes, and I created like a little triangle in the center. This will just make your eyes look so elongated and almond shape. It looks really, really flattering. So that's why I did that little trick. So I'm just cleaning up that bake now. I don't want it to be there for too long because this powder can leave a little white cast on your face. So I'm just wiping off that bake, and you guys can just see how much more stronger that contour looks now. And here I'm just finishing up my lower lash line. So I'm taking that light mauve shade we put in our crease first, and then I go in with that darker brown shade that we put, like, I think it was like the third transition shade we put. And then with this angled brush, I went with the very dark plum shade, and I put that against my lash line, like as close as I can to my lash line, and blended everything out. For lashes, I obviously have to take the Huda Beauty Samantha lashes. These are my favorite, and you guys, after filming this, sadly they ripped. I've had these lashes for 5 years, and I've been using them ever since then, and I've kept them in such good condition, but it was their time, and they are sadly not amongst me anymore. So RIP lashes. Anyways, so yeah, I just do that. I put some black eyeliner in my waterline and put some lower lash mascara, and we are all done for the eyes. Now let's finish off the face. I'm going to take the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette and go in with that middle bronze shade. And with a big fluffy brush from Eco Tools, by the way, new favorite blush, sorry, it's very late at night. It's new favorite brush to apply bronzer. It is so nice and fluffy and it puts your bronzer on so nicely. I did go a little too heavy with the bronzer, but it's okay because I love bronzer. And then with a Real Techniques contour brush, I'm going to be taking that darkest contour shade from the palette and apply that on like the very backs of my cheekbone and just kind of blending it into the bronzer. And then I take both of those contour shades and I'm just going to set my nose contour and make it much more precise. Spraying my face with the Fix Plus to set everything. And then as my face is still wet from the setting spray, I'm going to take the I'm going to take the BECCA Champagne Pop, my OG favorite highlighter of all time, and put that everywhere that I normally highlight with. For blush, I'm going to take this Mineralized blush from MAC. It's a very, like, dark berry-ish color. I think it's going to go so perfect with, like, the whole mauve eyes. It just pulled the whole look together. And I smile big and really weird smile I have here. But I do this so I can pop out, like, apples of my cheeks because I love putting blush on the apples of my cheeks. I think it looks so flattering on my face shape and I just freaking love it. So yeah, and you have to be a blushing bride, am I right? For lips, I'm just going to take this Urban Decay lip liner in the shade Nighthawk and top that over with the Huda Beauty Demi Matte Lipstick, I believe, in the shade Sheikha. And I'm going to set my face one more time with the MAC Fix Plus, lock everything together, make everything look so nice and seamless and not cakey at all. And we are done with the look. I'm just going to pop on my jewelry, my dresses, do some really cringy moves right here. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this look. I've been wanting to do this for so long and I had so much fun just kind of recreating my take on modern Pakistani bridal makeup. Take care everyone and I will see you guys in my next video.